The QI Macros Improvement Project Wizard will take raw data about defects, mistakes, errors, patient harm, and turn that into an entire improvement project. If your data looks like this, by date, by packaging line, type of defects, or it might be similarly in a nursing unit, by date, by nursing unit, type of patient harm. It might be healthcare denied insurance claims, ICU sedation medication, patient falls. All of these things can be turned into a complete improvement project, and we can do it easily. First, just select two headings. So I could have taken date and patient harm. I usually start with date or something. So I could have gone date and patient harm, or I could just use date and unit, and click on the Improvement Project Wizard. Now the Improvement Project Wizard will pivot all that data and turn that into a series of charts and projects. And so here you can see it use the dates to turn out a control chart of our performance, and it found two projects in your data. And so at the high level, it looks at a Pareto chart in the 80-20 rule, high-level Pareto, and it takes the big bar of that and drills down to find what I call the 450 rule. 4% of what you do is producing over half the mistakes, errors, waste, rework, lost profit, and patient harm. And then it'll create a fishbone diagram and problem statements. So as you can see here, these are all links, but down here you can see we have some new worksheets on this chart. So first, here's our patient harm by day, 8.5. That's not unusual. IHI says 1 out of every 2 patients suffers some sort of preventable harm in the hospital. And then it'll go and look at it from a unit standpoint. And so nursing unit 3 is 53-point-something% of the total patient harm. And again, remember, the QI Macros Improvement Project Wizard built all of this. And then it'll drill down into Unit 3, and it turns out in Unit 3, patient falls are 39.5% of the total. But it doesn't stop there, right? It goes ahead and creates a fishbone diagram using the available data. During 2020, patient falls accounted for 39.5% of Unit 3 patient harm. Okay, so now we have something we can work on. Now the other nice thing about this is once you have this, you know who should be on your team. It's people in Unit 3 who know something about patient falls. You don't need everybody else on the planet, right? They're just going to confuse you. But the Improvement Project Wizard doesn't stop here. It goes on into unit, and it looks at all patient harm. So falls, nausea, rash. So these things are 2/3 of the total. Now we could have other projects out in here, but we're going to focus first on patient falls. The next level down, the 450 rule Pareto, Unit 3 is 79% of patient falls. And so here's our fishbone. So we have two different ways of looking at this data. And again, we had a bunch of analysis here. And all of this then fell out of this particular chunk of data. And that's how easy it is to build a complete improvement project using QI Macros and the Improvement Project Wizard.